Yeah, so it happened again where I was playing blackjack tonight, July 4th. I got backed off, which means they told me no more blackjack. So the deal was, I've been playing in a place here in Vegas. I've been playing a bit at, and yeah, July 4th started about, 10 p.m. or so, and I played an hour and a half total, and it started off horrible. The very first shoe, I think I lost the first, 8 or so hands, something like that. It was ridiculous. So I was down like $200 right away. I started about 300, and I was down 200 like really fast in the first half deck or so, something like that. It was ridiculous. So kept going, plugged out, kept plugging in there. Then I was down 300, so I cashed in for another 2, so I was in for 500. That went away really fast, so I was in for 800, and that went away real fast. So I got 2 more, so then I was in for no, I take that back. I was in for a total of $800 this time. But the beginning was brutal. I was betting. I did go from 1 to 2 hands because that's what the count called for. Even though I was losing a bunch, that's just what the count calls for. So I did it, and I was losing those. 2 hands of 50. I think one of the first times I won a hand when the count was high was when the dealer had an ace up, and I had 2 shitty hands, so they asked for insurance, and I bet $37.50 on 2 hands. I think I had 2 bets of $75, and I won the side bet of betting insurance, meaning the dealer has a blackjack. So that was my first win in one shoe, which is not a good sign at all. So I kept playing, hung in there, and then just for the heck of it, I said, you know what, maybe I'll put out some positive vibes and see how that goes. So did that, a little positive self-talk and so on and so forth, and had a really good shoe, and I probably got back a couple $100. And then, I tried to keep the positivity going, did that, got a couple $100 more back, then down a couple $100, then it kind of evened off after I got crushed. So I was down, I cashed in for 800, started with 800, I was probably down 700, and then it finally turned. Count went up. I got my bets out. I won a whole bunch at, not a whole bunch at 2 hands at 50 and 75, but the shoe after that, I won a bunch of hands at 50 and 75, getting some splits, getting some doubles, splits with doubles, and it went real well. I was playing by myself at the $15 minimum table, so when the count was super negative, I could bet, as little as 15. So, I did that. Because sometimes the count was super negative, and you don't want to risk a lot of money when the count is not in my favor. When the count's in your favor, you raise it. Even though if you're losing, you still want to keep the bet up because it's just a probability thing. There's no guarantee that you're going to win. So I did that, and I was just, I don't know if the shoe finished or not. I've been talking to a pit boss a little bit, just socially, yada, 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 just being friendly. And all of a sudden she came over, and I kind of had the feeling, because this happened 3 other times at New York, Rampart, and Suncoast. So the pit boss comes over, she's friendly, she goes, sir, I need you to color up, your game is too good for us. And I just kind of chuckled and laughed. I'm like, I'm okay, but I'm too good for you? She's like, yeah, surveillance called, and your game is too good for us, so I just need you to color up, and you're done playing. So I kind of gave her a smile. I'm like, because I had $1,000 in front of me in chips. I'm like, I cashed in for most of this. It's not like I won it all. She's like, yeah, I know. She said it's not her call. She got a call from surveillance, and I guess the language is for her to tell me that my game is too good for them. So in advantage player world, that parlance means getting backed off. So she didn't say I had to leave the casino, I couldn't play slots, I couldn't go to the poker room, I don't know if they have one here, but I was done playing blackjack at this facility. So got my chips, colored them up, walked away, and the good thing is, out of getting backed off, at least I was up $200, not down $800. Because getting backed off when you're down, that's amazingly annoying. So at least, you know, I was down $700. I finished up 2, so there's a $900 swing. So a $900 swing is great. And I'll probably come back here at some point. Probably won't be too soon. Or if I do, it'll be maybe on a different shift or something like that. Or if I do, you know, I'll play tow them up a little bit and then skedaddle. Because they're probably doing license plate readers and things like that. Possibly. However, it's not my car, but I'll still be driving that particular vehicle. So that is the deal for now. Backed off after being down 700, now up 200. So after an hour and 15 minutes. So it's about midnight on July 4th, so I may or may not go and play somewhere else. We'll see. All right, folks. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.